It's me, your little boy, Kisamson. I have this word to give us. Move in what? In silent, do in silent, perfect in silent, and do what? Walk in silent. We are living in a world today where people believe that showing yourself through social media, through one application to another, either one thing to another, will make people to love you, or we make people to do this. We have a lot of people today, the moment they start to grow, either in business, in any of career that they participate, or any of the things, they want people around them to know them, or anything that they are doing, they must surely show people what they are up to or what they are doing. The truth is this, brothers: if you have 50 people that view your status, either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any app that view anything that you are doing or your next plan, believe me, out of that 50, only 5 are content and happy with you. The rest of them will be against you. And out of that 45 that remain, you will come to understand that 50 may turn to be against you. 50 may be praying on your behalf for one thing to another to come, to applaud or this, and some of them may include you. So that's why you need to do everything in silence. Shock them with your result. We are living in a wicked and a desperate life where people who are succeeding are doing well, but those who are not yet to that point envy them. They can go to any level to break them down, to destroy them. Even people who are more successful than you, the moment they realize that you are doing something and you are becoming more successful than you used to be before, they will not want you to grow like them. Rather, they will start to make sure they plot you down. The way we plot, the way we take fruit like this, we plot fruit like this, we do all those stuff, plot fruit and eat. This is the same way people who are successful more than you, the moment they see you posting everything about you, or the moment you start to give them information what you are doing, the success you are getting every day, many of them will start to go against you. Why? Because they don't want you to be successful like them. That is why you need to shock them with your result. Anything you are doing, move in silent. There's something that my parents always warned me. They say something: whatsoever you are doing and whatsoever you are up to, never you let your right hand, your left hand, or your back on front to hear about it. If at the end, by mistake, when you are not yet finished, they see that you are doing something, they ask you, why do you keep this thing from us? Just tell them, I forget. That is not a big deal. If they start to argue, don't just drag with them, don't just say anything with them, just tell them, I forget, there's no problem. I made a mistake. Than you giving them information and at the end you will not accomplish your goal. Many of us will come to understand that there are many things that we started in doing. The moment we give information to some categories of people, they end up shattering. You become unfulfilled. Let me be real. That was year 2007. There was one particular person that I noticed, I noticed so deeply. Anytime I tell this person this is what I'm up to, I always end up not fulfilling it. Let me be real with you. Not that I'm doing this video. Anytime I tell this person this is what I'm up to, this is what I'm planning to do. Mostly in those years when I was, when I entered here in Italy. So there was a bike that I wanted to buy for my mom. So I give them information. I said, how much is bike? How much are they selling bike? So they said, do you want to buy bike for your mom? I said, yes. The next thing, I don't know how the money that I have gathered, how it truly scatter. Whether I spend it here in Italy, or I spend it in Africa, I just don't know. The next thing, after some week, I start to think how I spend the money. Why? Because I have given information to people whom I ought not to. So, brothers and sisters, that's why you need to understand. Many people whom you think that they are really with you, many of them are the cost why you are still where you are. Why? Because you keep giving them information that you ought not to share with the public. How long will I be saying this? Be silent in all you're doing, because a lot of people may be smiling with you, but deep inside them they are not content. Many of them are against you, but pretending as if they are with you. So be careful with the kind of information you give to people, because many of them will never, they'll just be smiling, laughing with you, but deep inside them they are not happy of the breakthrough that is coming on your way. So many of them will be like Jabezes. Many of them will be like Haman in your progress. Many of them will be like Judas Iscariot. Many of them will be like one thing to another, just to make sure they stop you from progressing. So never you give them information, shock them with your result. In anything, in your school, in your business, in your marriage, shock them with your result. Remain blessed.